Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered. I am Marusu, and today we we're gonna go learn a new language. But first, we got a lot of money from the water temple, so we're going to go and we already have that. Buy some stuff. All right, so yes, like I said, Saber it's useful, but not so much on him. What is the other two? We'd have to go back to Onrak to find out what those were. We get him blind though. Oh yeah, he has Blizzaga. I don't know if I want to give him Saber. Saber's not really useful on him. Because he's not going to be attacking. It increases attack and accuracy, which doesn't really affect your magic. So I'm gonna want to go back to my thing. Oh no, that was Onrak. I want to fly back to Gaia real quick. Where are you? Healing staff and gauntlets. I think that. Yeah. So we're gonna go buy these spells that we can. Head on over to find Une. So we can see if you're flying over, you can see the waterfall. Head over, find Une, get him to decipher the Rosetta Stone so we can learn the Lufinian language, and then we have to go to the city of the Lufinians, which someone has mentioned from here. Let's see if I can find them. This guy, I think. Yeah, this is Gaia. Outsiders often call it the Eye of the Hawk. To the south is an ancient city known as the Wing of the Hawk. We're heading to the Wing of the Hawk. That's the Lufinian city, and we need to go there. No, I don't have that. You have all of your 7 spells, right? Yeah. You just need the last 8 spell, which is going to be in, the City of the Hawk. You, Blizzaga, and... Yeah, I guess we'll get Break. Break can be useful. Saber's not so useful on him. Saber is a fantastic ability if you can use it on your like on Arthur or like on your physical attackers, essentially. All right, so where have we seen Une before? Well, he was over this way, not there. All right, we are going to be doing a dungeon today, so yay. We're coming up closer and closer to the end of the game. Not much left. We only have 1 more crystal to ignite. And there we go. There we go. We have to head on here to Melmond. Talk to... Is it this guy? No, that's Watts. This... No? Oh, he's up there. That guy. Excited. Just a moment. Let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufinian. Yes, of course. That's what it was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufinian. Wouldn't it be great if you could learn a language in 5 seconds just because you looked at a tablet? An ancient language that people have not used for hundreds, probably thousands of years. There, now you can speak Lufinian too. By the power of magic, I have learned a new language. Yeah, like, wouldn't it be great if you become fluent in Latin just because you read ancient hieroglyphic tablet that you found in the Egyptian pyramids or whatever. Any ancient languages that they used in Mesopotamia. Would be great, wouldn't it? All right, so we want to head over this way. South of Gaia is the Lufinian city, this one right here. There's literally no good ways to park, so you gotta park all the way up here and make your way down into, from this forest and fight off dinosaurs. Level up. Arthur and Sifa, level 41. Sorry about that. Hill Gigathos. Haven't seen these guys in a hot minute. Hopefully you didn't hear that a big sigh. My nose is a bit stuffy today. It wasn't bad enough that I couldn't record. I'm trying to get ahead of my videos so I have content to come out during Thanksgiving. But because my nose is stuffy, I have to breathe through my mouth a little bit, and I'm hoping it's not picking up on my mic. Alright. New city of Lufinia. Let's talk to people. We are the Lufinians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the Sky People. You use the vessel you call an airship? It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. This is as much of Sid that you get in this game. It confirms that Sid does exist in this game, and from this point, Sid officially, whether shown or not, does appear, does exist in every single Final Fantasy game. He is the most recurring character. He is in everything. Sadly, and one in... No, he's in two. He's in two, yeah. In one, he is just mentioned. But I think from 2 onwards, he is officially a character in every game. The Lightbearers. Then the legends are true. We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations. According to this legend, 400 years after the fall of the civilization in the sky, warriors bearing lights will come forth to save our people. Oh, it's only been 400 years? Alright, I don't want to go that way yet. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a lot longer than 400 years. Ugh. Ugh, excuse me. The castle that floats high above the clouds was once the home of our ancestors. The Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. Yeah, I'm hoping that once I get like a different microphone, one that's not situated on my headphones or close to my face, a lot of the excess noise won't be picked up because it won't be so close to my face. You won't hear me messing with my headphones. I'm hoping that that's the case. I have to look into what a good microphone is. I have to get like a desktop microphone or something. Probably something that people use for podcasts. We struggled for our very lives with Tiamat, the fiend of wind. But our power was not enough. To this day, her lair remains in the castle in the sky, the flying fortress. Ah, that robot's words are his puzzling words are finally becoming it's all connecting now. Tiamat, Sky Fortress, Flying Fortress. Tiamat, Flying Fortress. So now we know that Tiamat is the guardian of wind in the Flying Fortress. But how do we get to the Flying Fortress? Well, we have to use that warp cube somewheres. We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It's been said that they fell victim in the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. So this one line, right, created an entirely different game. Have you ever heard of this game? It came out a couple of years ago. Stranger in Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins. It is a prequel, essentially, to Final Fantasy 1, and it explains this exact paragraph where the Lufenians sent a group of 5 warriors that consider themselves the Warrior of Light to battle the fiends, but they failed. The entire game goes into the whole premise of like, well, there's 5 of us, but the prophecy only says 4, so what gives? I don't want to spoil the game. It is a really fun game. The story's not the best, but it's the kind of edginess that I kind of like. The kind of like even though the game came out a couple years ago, it has the feeling of like that early to mid 2000s edginess that like Dirge of Cerberus gave us, or Devil May Cry. Sorry about that. I mean, it was created, like the combat and stuff. It was created by Team Ninja, which is the people that did Ninja Gaiden. So it makes sense that it's so edgy. But it's all based around this one line from this Lufenian. Might play that at some point. I like that game. Before you leave, Legendary Warriors, take this chime with you. Oh, I thought you were on the left side. That's why I came to the right first. Trying to get these items last, but I keep forgetting what side things are on. It will grant you passage into the Mirage Tower. Alright. The chime. Now, in the last episode, we did talk to someone that said that they saw someone go into the Mirage Tower after they heard a chiming sound. Well, this chime will give you interest in entry into the Mirage Tower. But why do I got to go to the Mirage Tower? I need to get to the Flying Fortress. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the Sky People's strength. We came to believe there was another entity controlling the 4 fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors, but much time has passed since we heard from them. I hope no harm has befallen them. Yeah, I would love to explain the lore implications of this, but I don't really want to spoil that game. So it's something that I would probably get into when I get to that game. 400 years ago, we built a civilization of the highest order. Even beyond the skies we reached. However, that is not but history now. Alright, what do you say? The flying castle floats on the blue sea of stars beyond the sky. Okay. I'm away. Move. Move. I'm going to kick you. The Sky People would pass on their memories from one generation to the next through rituals. But 400 years is a very long time, and those memories have begun to fade. Could the mechanical beings our ancestors created still function? Those are the robots we keep finding. The world is composed of 4 forces: fire, earth, water, and wind. Of these, we showed greatest prowess with the power of wind. High in the sky, we set a castle afloat in the azure sea of stars. No one give me a hint as to how to get up there? Because I know how to get up there. You guys probably not. I mean, you probably do. This game is pretty old. But you want to go out this way because there is a magic shop. And in this magic shop is full life. This revives one party member with full HP. It is much better than life. Grab it. And over here, you have the best black magic spell in the game, Flare. Oh, I didn't pick up the other. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pick up that. I have to go run back and get that. I forgot to pick up the other thing. All right, so we have the chime to get into the me out of here. You have the time to be able to get into the Mirage Tower. Now, still filthy. Sid, I talked to you. That's not. No, yeah, I already talked to you. Yeah, I talked to you too. I think I talked to everyone. All right. So essentially, what we got to do is we need to make it to the sky. So we're going to climb up the Mirage Tower, and at the top is going to be a warp. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's your hint, is if you go up the Mirage Tower, like if you just beeline and do all the dungeons and you didn't go to the waterfall cave, you would end up with the Rosetta Stone. Take that to Une. He'll then lead you to the city of the Lufinians. You get the chime, then you go into the Mirage Tower. You go up to the Mirage Tower and realize that there's a warp up there that you can't access. And that will lead you to then go seek out the warp crystal. The thing with all that, though, is that would make you have to like go through this dungeon and then have to leave the dungeon, then come back through the dungeon. I think the 7 was here in Gaia. Not 7, 8. Was it? Yeah, up here. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Warp, kill. Let me get warp. Yep. And then over here. Oh, you have all your spells, don't you? Yeah, you have all your spells. Yeah, you have all your spells and you have all your spells. Yay! Everything's full except for you. Alright. Yeah, so we have to go to... I'm going to rest. We have to go to the Mirage Tower. I'm going to rest because I got some spell charges and I'm about to do a dungeon that's going to lead into another dungeon. We're only going to do the one dungeon today, and then next video we're going to go through that second dungeon. The second dungeon can be a bit lengthy, and with how long the last episode was, I don't really want to go through 2 dungeons after I've just been running around for a little bit. Alright, Mirage Tower's right there, okay. Want to land down over here. So yeah, there was 2 new enemies in this desert, but we were here earlier accidentally looking for the caravan. So we've already seen them, and yes, the sandworm was one of those new enemies. So again, as I said in the last episode when I ran into one, he's a big worm. He hits hard, but he's not a problem. He has earthquake. Instant death. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, go away. Yeah, he has earthquake, instant death. It's times like this that I'm just gonna use my items. It's times like this that float would be nice, because that's a ground-based move and float wouldn't work. The other new enemy that was here was the Allosaurus. Alright, so the Mirage Tower, it's a very simple tower. All you have to do is just run around and go up the stairs, right? But we want to go into a fight. Alright, there's a couple of new enemies here. One is this Black Knight right here. The Black Knight is a bit strong, but hopefully he doesn't get a turn. Yeah, go away. Alright, that's one of the enemies that is here. Yeah, so you could just go through like that and be done. But there's chests in here, and I want them. Here's another one, a Guardian. These Guardians... Well, they hit hard. I'm trying not to say the same thing about every single enemy, but what else? There's not much to really say other than they're easy or they're hard. The tent. Black Knight again. And with having the healing staff, things are just going to be very easy. Okay, we want to go up here. Aegis Shield. Gil. More Gil. Vorpal Sword. Yeah. For the record, money is useless at this point. We have been to every town in the game. We have bought any equipment or magic that we're going to use in the game that can be bought from a shop. Money is useless at this point. So the fact that these chests are giving you money is just mean. All right, give you the Aegis Shield. You can take the Flame Shield. Not gonna lie, I don't fully remember every single thing I just picked up. There's 2 more Guardians. 1 damage. Okay, just do the 1 damage. Just do the 1 damage. Pretty sure the Guardians can instant kill too. This is why I have the Actually, you know what? Hold up. That was rude. Earthquake instant kills a character. But apparently your Protect Ring does not block you from that. And there's a healing helm. Guess what? I now have 2 usable healing items. If things get dicey, I can have Sifa use healing as well. I never have to use my spell charges in between battles to heal again. Unless, I'm, right about to get to a boss fight. Medusa and a Sabretooth. Yeah, Medusa can stone you. Sabretooth is a kitty cat. He's fast and he hits hard. Go away. Alright. There's a were-tiger. Go away. Alright, what do you say? Master, you have waited so long. Okay. Anything else on this floor? Not that I see. Okay. I need, there's 10 more chests and they all should be on the next floor. Alright, let's get off this floor. More were-tigers. Counter array is insane. So on the bright side, I should be done with this game this week, and I will get started on Final Fantasy 2. A couple of things I want to say about Final Fantasy 2. It's not really a fan favorite. A lot of people don't generally like it. I personally like it. I think it's a fresh take on the combat system that no other Final Fantasy does. I'll get to that more when I get to that game. Run around here in a big circle. Chimera. This is the other new enemy. They're a mixed attacker. They use various different magics. They attack physically. They're a chimera. The Final Fantasy chimeras are generally an elemental-based enemy, having access to fire, ice, and lightning. Sometimes water, depending on the version. So they have group hitting abilities for all 3 of them. Outside of that, they don't have much left. Please go away. I don't want to I don't want to deal with stone right now. There we go. Maybe this version of the game you can't hit harder than 8. Thought you could. I know in some version of the game you can hit up to 16 times, but maybe not this version? I don't know. I have to see when I get better weapons. I haven't gotten better weapons in a hot minute. Yeah, so I want to go inside of there, but in order to do that, I have to go through this circular maze, like Payne's Labyrinth up in here. There's Blaze. There's Heal. And Dara. There we go. Oh, come on. Go away, birds. I kindly don't want to be obliterated by chickens. More money. More money. Thor's hammer. Now she can officially be Thor. Aha. Also use a Thundara when used. More money. More money. Ah, yes. I do love useless money. Yeah, because I want to say, like, all that's left of this game is ignite the wind crystal, then go beat the final boss. Like, there's nothing else to, like, no other places to really go to. There, I got a Sunblade and a Dragon Mail. Dragon Mail protects against fire and ice, and the Sunblade is effective against undead. Doesn't have an element, it just is effective against undead. It's basically Dia. And that's all the chests. Nice. Alright, now to go talk to the robot man. Hellhound. 7 hits. And no way. Yeah, I'm starting to think 50 is the max level. Considering the fact that I'm getting close to the end of the game and I'm not leveling up too much as I'm approaching 50. What version was 99 though? That must have been Dawn of Souls. Just weird that I have such a vivid memory of it being 99, but yeah, I never really played that game too much. I could just do that. I'm not gonna do that. There is benefits to walking. I don't want to know what that is. Alright, whatever. It's not important. Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube and went to see our master. Yeah, that's your hint to go find the warp cube. You need it to get to the flying fortress from here. So that'll tell you to go to the west. Then if you go to Gaia, you talk to the girl saying that she saw a floating island, a floating object go to the west, which I initially thought she was talking about the ferry. No, she was talking about the robot that's in the waterfall cave that fell to Earth after, like, he flew to the waterfall cave took the warp cube with him. To, like, you had to go find him. Mini boss fight against the blue dragon. Yeah, blue dragon, much like the red dragon, not particularly strong, but well, no, they're pretty strong. They're pretty strong. He has party hitting ice elemental attacks. Probably he's weak to fire. I have Arthur the Dragon Slayer. The dragons in this game do not have a lot of health. They're not as scary as dragons in the later games in the series, but they do hit really hard. If he got his, I think he would have used Ice Storm. If he gotten that off, it would have probably done a couple hundred damage to my entire party, and that's something we do not want to see. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. All right. This can't possibly be dangerous. Whee! Teleportation! And we are now here in the flying fortress. All right. This episode has been it's gonna probably be a little bit short, maybe. But I don't want it to run on for like another 30 minutes while I do this dungeon. So I'm gonna end it here. Sorry about that. Got a little bit of chest congestion. And so if you like what I do here, like and subscribe. If you have any good tips on a good desktop microphone that will help catch my voice but not really catch my sniffling, my coughing, anything like that, any helps with the filters on my stuff. You know, there's billions of people out there. Any one of you that decides to watch my stuff that wants to give me a little bit of help to make the content as viewable as possible without it sounding like it's being made by a 70-year-old man that just discovered technology for the first time. Any help is appreciated. Just leave a comment down below, like and subscribe to my channel. In the next episode, we're going to go through the Flying Fortress. Until then, take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye.